Shalom guys, I hope that you are doing fabulous today. Happy birthday if it's your birthday, and happy anniversary if it's an anniversary for you and your love. If you're down and out, I send you love and light. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My channel could be a lot different than what you're used to. I'm not churchy or religious at all, but I could come across real heavy that way. I do honor the scripture here because it's found in the tarot, and I have a Hebraic descent, and the living language still lives today. It's here. And I know who my Elohim is, and people call him the universe, but his name is Yhvh, and I show you what his name looks like in the tarot down below. He's magnificent. He's worthy of praise, glory, and honor, and the host of heaven and the archangels are at his command. And I just honor him here. I feel his spirit, and when the energy of his spirit, the Holy Spirit, is moving through me, sometimes it's extremely intense, and so it could be hard to hear or digest at times. My work is a heavy work on this channel, and we uproot wickedness. Okay, so you and I have a job to do to always keep our heart guarded, and if we're finding ourselves in any kind of energy, we have a job to do to rip it out, okay, and to do whatever's necessary to keep an upright spirit within ourselves in our earth, so that there can be righteousness, not churchiness, not religiousness, but uprightness towards one another, and most of all towards the Most High. I do keep all 10 of the commandments because it's part of my heritage, and that's our sign that we're told in Scripture that we belong to the Great One. Okay, without that, we have no comfort. Without keeping it, we just don't have anything. We don't have no shelter without keeping love, and love is the highest vibration of them all. So this is kind of what my channel is about. A lot of times we look at criminal activity and all that, okay, and so you will hear information that's disturbing, like I said at times, but we're told to put our finger real quick in the face of that stuff and judge uprightly by the word of Yhvh. And anyway, if you stay, you stay. You were meant to stay, and if you don't, then thanks for checking me out. I guess you'll click off and go away. Let's see what's going on here today, guys. I thank you for Yeshua HaMashiach, Yhvh. You are everything. You are our prophecy here, and I just invite your presence here. I thank you for this day, and we will choose to rejoice and be glad in it regardless. I thank you for your covenant of peace that you give us, the sweet shalom. I appreciate you so very much. What do you want us to know? What's going on? What's the energy today that we need to be aware of? What do we need to continue in? What do we need to change? What's going on, Yhvh? If you missed the cardinal fixed and mutable sign readings, those will go through the 22nd, I believe, or 24th. Yeah, yesterday was the 22nd. I'm having my coffee, so just bear with me. If you are new, sometimes I like to wake up with you all. And so, and there are times that I have flighty moments, and it's the spirit. I'm just experiencing the energies. So I'll tell you when it's me and when it's not. Okay. We've got the Hermit and the Hangman. This is a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing and flipping ourselves upside down and looking from that's a lot of thinking there. Going within, trying to figure out what to do. There could be a disguise around some of you all. The Hermit can represent that. This is a prison card, so like I said, most of my channel we look at criminal activity. If this is some type of a secret agent or something like that, could be a doctor, a lawyer, could be a tax collector. There's stormy waters with this card when it comes out as well. So somebody's trying to get really still to try to figure out what to do. Then they are. This can be a doctor card as well. In the Hebrew, it is the Tet. So if you are new, this is the letter T. The Tet, it represents a snake in the basket. It's a filthiness. It talks to us about tasting the words that we are hearing from other people. We are told to test everything. and to weigh it out. And so that's what the Hermit is. He's got the lantern. He knows what to do. And you and I, when we get still, we will hear what the Great One says to, because we know that there's snakish people going to tuck out both sides of their mouth and create a storm. And so there's stormy waters for somebody, and trying to find healing here. So this is the Tet. The letter T could be prevalent. We also have the letter L, the Lamed. This is a teacher staff in the Hebrew, and it represents pushing and pulling. This Yhvh's staff, pushing and pulling his people for protection's sake. A lot of times we'll see the Hermit, or excuse me, the well, let me go back to the Hermit for those of you who are new. Because I do have new subscribers. The Hermit will oftentimes be found with the snake, because the snake will go back to wisdom, but the snake in the basket is to catch that filthy thing. That's why he's full of wisdom. So anyway, if you notice that, that's what that's there for. If there's stormy waters and there's some situation going on for a lot of people that are flipped upside down to figure out what to do, and Yhvh is trying to push and pull people into a direction for protection's sake, because the Hangman will show a backwards organization, a backwards four most of the time. If you are dealing with teachers or teacher staff or school situations, and this is a professor or something like that, that energy could be here. So the letter L, and then the pictograph looks like a J. So the L and the J, or maybe somebody goes by LJ, but the J and the L is gel. This is a prophecy card, as I always show, and this is Joel. Everything's stolen. So if you got things that have been stolen from you, and we do know that that is the case, because I did a reading last night. Somebody's waiting at the top of their mind, trying to figure out how to steal something, and that's not good. So we got a lot of thinking today going on with these two cards showing up in this reading. So I wanted to look up this word, and one direction of this word represents a cover or a veil. There's a secret here with these two letters in the Hebrew. Somebody got a secret? There's enchantment going on secretly. Okay. The word is spelled LTH. Those three letters could be prevalent for somebody. We also have a jet out here as well, with the pictograph of the J and then the T. So we're talking about there's secrets going on with travel. Then out here, there's something that's covered or hidden then showing. There's also, in this section that I'm looking at, where I can find the word in the section, is a lizard, and we know that can go back to something is perverse out here. There's a camouflaging energy as well. If you're dealing also with somebody, we had a soldier come out, and so if you're dealing with somebody that's in military, and obviously Yhvh's told us to get ready, because we were going to go to war. We've been having silent wars and on local levels and in homes. I'm sure there's things going on everywhere, because whatever's at the top's trickling down to the rest of the nation and everything else. So we've got camouflaging going on within people, and we've got something covered here, and people using enchantment and stupid stuff. So people really need to go within and listen to your intuition. And again, you and I will connect with the Great One. He will teach us how to war against this. He teaches our hands how to war. Yhvh is an Elohim of war for uprightness. Okay, there's a burn energy here as well. Something about wrapping. There's something by wrapping is here as well. For like a cover. But I'm also hearing, this will take you back to like music like stuff. So we do have a horn here. So this is spiritual energy really coming out here. And many years ago, when I was in the churches, we had a very prominent minister teach about music when I was a teenager, and told about how back then we had records, and when they played those records backwards, you'd hear little messages backwards. Okay, this is backwards stuff. Backwards organization is here. This take you back to creativity, music, arts, all kinds of stuff. And so you really need to understand that things that the Christ told us to be careful how you hear something and what you're hearing, because we do have perverse things going on behind the scenes, subliminals and things like that are real creative, because we really do have a real enemy out there, people. It's a spiritual war more than anything. We fight against principalities and powers of the air, okay? Not one another, but when people opening up realms and allowing spiritual things to come in this realm, and then all of a sudden havoc is being wreaked, being experienced around you, and you go, what in the world? Well, it's because there's secrets. There's secrets within music. There's secrets within your television, the subliminals and things like that. And whether people realize it or not, it's there. It really is there. So Yhvh's bringing something out here. So if you're listening to rap music, there could be something really prevalent with that, just because he's bringing it out. The word rap could be found within the section, and it's talking about something being covered up, but it's still here. There's a horn here, and this energy goes back to that. All right. The word the other direction is scatter and do, DEW. It's going back to talking about a city that is covered over and made into like a mound. Okay, well, that's huge. If we're dealing with the whole city that's covered over with something that is secret here, it's huge. We're dealing with the spirit world. We're dealing with prophecies. Huge prophecy card when this comes out. This huge wisdom. It's the snake is there. We know that the lizard or leviathan is found in water or the ocean or things like that. This is stormy waters. So we got something perverse around people. Now, don't be afraid. You and I don't move by fear. We have authority over the devil. People know that the devil, he's real. He's carnal, but he's also spiritual. It comes from another dimension, but he operates in this realm, people. And Yhvh is revealing something to us today. We know that yesterday we had a fallen being that kept coming out back to back. I had it on 2 videos. And then when I did the cardinal fixed and mutable sign readings, we had the energy come out. Last night we had energies come out about nymphs. They're connected to spiritual beings. Okay, we are in prophecy. It's time to wake up now. It's time for people to wake up and to get up and fight spiritually against some wickedness. Okay, it's huge what's coming out here. Show me this hangman. Taste the words that you are hearing people say. Listen to how you're feeling when you're listening to music or what you're seeing on your television or people around you. And listen to your knower, because everybody has a knower. If there's any kind of situation that you have not closed out on the inside or dealt with or have any unforgiveness or anything like that, and you don't close that out today, it could be dangerous for you, because you have an opening, spiritual opening that needs to be transmuted in some type of a way. Okay, this is a different kind of a reading. It's normally my dailies aren't like this, but I don't put the spirit in a box because he could never be put in a box. He's about truth, and the spirit will express itself very expressively, and it goes the other way in the negative sense, and you and I have to not be ignorant of the devil's devices, because he has devices, and these things are found on devices. Radio devices, television devices, our cell phones are devices and things like that. Pay attention to what if you're on social media and stuff like that, what people are saying, how they're saying something as well. We have real creative people out there that are fallen into the earth, as the prophecy states that even 1/3 of the stars would fall. And the devil trying to take as many people as he wants to, because he don't care. And it's already over, but he's trying not to give it up. He's trying not to give it up. He's wanting your soul. Don't let him have your soul. Don't be enchanted by the devil at all. If people cannot make the right confessions that Yeshua, this is about sacrificing. And people are trying to creatively try to get people into their stupid organization that's backwards, and they're sacrificing the little children just like the scripture stated. It never once entered into the heart of Yhvh's mind at all to put little children through fire and crap like that's filthiness. It's filthiness. There's a snake here today, people. There's a snake here in the next couple of days. You better watch your children, okay? You just don't let them just go anywhere. Understand? Because somebody was trying to figure out, waiting, how to even come into your home. We had little children there in the outcome of that reading last night. Thank you, Yhvh, for always forewarning us, because you love people. What is this here, Yhvh? Somebody can go prison for some stuff as well. And beyond this realm, Yhvh states that he's got chains of darkness awaiting for the devil and his angels. This is the truth. It is the truth. And there's clarity about something here. And you will know. Your confession needs to be that, you know, if you're questioning somebody, because these things will never confess the Hamashiach. They will never confess Yeshua, in whom the world calls Jesus Christ. But he came by blood and by water, and the word testifies about him, okay? And he's the high priest that's passed through the heavens once and for all, and these things will never confess that, because they don't belong to him. So with clarity, there's some type of truth here today. Somebody's got a covering around them. They look like us, people, but they're not. They're not. They're not. They're liars and they're thieves. And the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay? So we do have a little spy here. It's also teenagers and little children. Okay? Just keep our eyes open today. With clarity, keep our truth up. We have the Queen of Wands here as well. And if the Queen of Wands is in the upright, she's spiritual. She'll take her rod and she will smite that stupid thing. And if she's in the negative, that's the other woman type of energy. That would be spiritual enchantment in the negative of that. Okay? One more, Yhvh. Thank you. We have pages out here. We do have messages and things like that. Teenagers and kids and stuff. Again, we're dealing with, this is teachers, a staff of teachers. Okay? If you're a teacher and you're upright, please watch over your children in whatever it is you're teaching, or obviously if you're parents and teaching your children. We got children out here today, and we got sacrificing here. And we got a defeat as well. Yes, we do. We got lying, 5, 6, 7. We got the truth out here, and we got a defeat. And because somebody's guilty, 7 is a thievery energy. 7 is a lying energy. But there's a defeat showing an enemy here. Okay. This is a lot of air. The principalities and powers of the air. All this is even though this is. These two cards aren't air, it's still the thoughts, the mind area is here. Actually, both these cards could go back to all 4 elements. I won't get into it, but it is here. But we do have a lot of air here. And this is a confusion card. And this would be a circulation card as well. So Yhvh is just really bringing some profound stuff out here. I'm going to take some words real quick from my homemade deck and just see what Yhvh wants to bring out. So this bar worker keeps coming out. It's come out for the Cardinal Fixed and Mutable sign readings. It came out on a general after I did that. Something about a bar worker is here. If you're thinking about going out, those little pages were everywhere. Those nymphs were there. They're younger people, or they're petite little people, but they're said to draw people in by cords of deceit. Okay, and then they're loud, and then it's just like I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. It's a battle all the time. It's demonic stuff coming out here. So whatever, either you're a bar worker or somebody in your bar is that way. I don't know, but this bar worker, or maybe the bar worker is that. I don't know, but there's something about that. There's something about that. There's a laundromat. Well, that keeps coming out here lately as well. The hermit represents something filthy in the Hebrew, because it's the snake in the basket. It's filthiness. It's to store somebody down in filthy, dirty clay. Somebody's here trying to figure out how to kill somebody and sacrifice them. We got children out here, people. If you love your kids, you will, I don't care how much they scream about going so-and-so's house tonight or whatever, you better just get before the great one, before you just do whatever. Just acknowledge Jehovah in all your ways, and he will make your path straight. Woe to you, destined of heart, who watch in order to devise wickedness. That's right. We got a little spy here. Okay, we got somebody going within, going within, going within. Remember that reading last night? I'll put it down below so you can watch it. Somebody was waiting on how to do something. Okay? Woe to those who are destined of heart, who watch in order to devise wickedness. Therefore shall fear come upon you, and there shall be no help for you. So people, you don't want to get caught up in something and Jehovah say, I tried to warn you. I'm not going to help you because I tried to give you a word here. Okay, some people are already, I guess, dealing with that. We got rain here. Okay, well, this is stormy waters. Something stormy here. Okay, so let me have one more. Hold up. If your enemy be hungry, you're supposed to feed and give them something to drink. And some people have turned their eyes, and Jehovah says that if you don't give and you know somebody's in need, that brings a curse upon you. Okay, and if you knew to do something, you didn't do it, then that's piercing sin to you. And so whatever that means for somebody. There is a caretaker here. Yes, as we had foster children coming out, we have children here. Or there's a teacher's energy here as well. Somebody knows. Okay, so Jehovah says somebody knows that there is somebody around, some type of situation. Somebody knows, somebody's covered up in some type of camouflage. Maybe somebody will be wearing camouflage today for you to keep some type of I don't know, just a reminder. I wore camouflage yesterday. We had a soldier come out. So if somebody is just in that, then maybe that's just a reminder for you to pay attention. We got people, let me just say something, because I touched on this yesterday. We got people playing games, color games, clothes games, tag games, and things that are covered up. Okay, we had, the word was dew. In the morning, dew is covered all over the ground, right? And we got, that was saying a city that was covered like a mound. That's dead energy. A mound is something dead. Okay, we got people that are playing these stupid games, and they're just dead. People, they've caused whole cities to be dead now because of stupid, confusing games that they played. They've gotten into some type of wickedness, and now we got people devising things and hunting to hang up people on altars, and that's craziness. It's crazy. People, it's just crazy. I just heard Jehovah say some people need to repent real quick. Give me just a second, because I want to listen to my spirit. This is huge energy coming out here. I'm being reminded of that television show V. And if you don't know what that is, back in the 80s and in the early 2000s, they redid that movie. And it is around spiritual churches and things like that. Those episodes were connected to where there was a covering around people's skin, and they were like a lizard on the inside of them. They were camouflaged amongst the people. Now, let me just say something. We would be crazy to think that we are the only people that exist in the earth. We got fallen entities. The devil is that old serpent. Okay? The serpent. The snake is here. We got enchantment type of stuff. I can show you right out of the Old Testament. Even in the book of Job, when he was going through his crap, stated that he made friends, or his companions were dragons. Okay? Somebody needs to not be in fear. It's just time to wake up now and to get on the correct side and who you belong to. Okay? Because we're in a very critical time like none other, people, ever. Just like the book of Daniel talks about when Archangel Michael was sitting there talking to him. A time like none other. This is to talk about stormy waters. Yes. We got people. I've told my own self that I have literally seen people and talked to them, and slits would appear on their pupils. It's a spiritual realm. People are full of demonic entities from the lizardy type stuff, okay? But we do have beings that are fallen into the earth, and I'm hearing Draco is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Draco. I think that's a constellation up in the heavens as well. The word, the name Drake, if that traces you back to a dragon energy as well, it does. Wow, this heavy energy. I think I'll just, if you are in the military and you're upright and you are a soldier that's not somebody's in and out, thank you for your service. Especially, I mean, hopefully, if you're in the upright, you're walking with the Great One. You will be keeping commandments with the Great One. Thank you. Okay, so we do have the lagoons. This is water. We got rain out here. We got stormy waters here, and we've also got, this looks like a hook, probably a flesh hook again. People trying to hook people up, hanging them up. Okay. Father, I just pray for the children. We got somebody who needs medicine, or this is also this is poisons, people, and this is a physician card. This is a medicine rune. We are dealing with people who have done poisonous things, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and they're sick. They're sick in their mind. They've just got a reptilian type of a mindset about them. This rune represents tribulation. We are in the tribulation. We do know it. This is a prophecy card. It's a very spiritual card when it comes out. Okay? This is spirituality. With this rune, it's here and here. High volume spirituality. Okay? Yhvh loves us enough, people, to tell us that there's somebody around us. Okay? And talking about listening to what you're listening to on your devices, because it's talk about tribulation. The devil wants to try to do whatever he can, and in some type of real subtle way. And you watching something on your TV and you get one little check on the inside of you, just something ain't sitting right, just turn it off. Just turn it off. Okay? Clear your house. Begin to pray over your home. Anoint your doorpost with some olive oil. Start to plead the blood of Yeshua HaMashiach, because that is how we overcome, by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And don't be afraid or ashamed of Yeshua. Yhvh is Yeshua. He is our salvation. Salvation is today. And so, you know, Yhvh's already gave this week to keep the Shabbat holy. Tomorrow's the Shabbat's the Sabbath. That is our sign between us and Yhvh. I've noticed that after the Shabbats, after I get done with the Sabbath, it's as if the next day it's a war, because you got tons of people who don't keep it, and so then there's a spiritual war that is occurring, and Yhvh is knocking things away and out of this earth, because he says, until righteousness be filled within it, don't shut up. And we've got a lot of spiritual waters that have been stormy because of the flood itself that we are occurring, as Christ stated that when he came back, it'd be like the days of Noah. We had giants in the land, and they had mixture of Nephilims in the land, all kinds of stuff, people. All kinds of stuff. And Christ said, I'm going to send you out like a serpent, but gentle as a dove. Okay? And so these things want to be camouflaged. Well, you know, you camouflage yourself in righteousness. Okay? There are certain things that must be said to prove who people are. Otherwise, they're the walking freaking dead and zombie type people, and we need to get them out of the earth, people. We just do. This is huge. What came out today? There is a defeat here. There is, and there's guiltiness here as well. You got people that went on that side and made an agreement with the devil, and hell really has enlarged itself. And we're right here in the tribulation. Don't get caught up with this hook today in some wickedness, and pay attention to your children. We have caretakers out here. We have bar workers. We have the laundry mat. We have people trying to lay down some wicked foundations, and Jehovah loves you enough to tell you something before it happens. So if something happens, you didn't take the advice to go within and really figure out what to do today, and something happens, it's not going to be anybody's fault but your fault and my fault if we don't do our work and guard our heart and to walk in love. Okay? Until next time, shalom.